So that's a bummer, as I'm sure you've heard. Darrelle Revis, Joe Klecko, little rift potentially, kind of one-sided. And then hang around because there's a kind of a fun Jets history exercise I want you guys to participate in. I'm sure you've seen by now, Jake Asman, great interview with Joe Klecko. And Joe Klecko, they spoke briefly about Revis and how it was really cool that they're going in together. And Klecko was really classy and complimentary about Darrelle Revis. And then Revis just I was reading the social media interaction. I'm like, what am I missing here? Why is Darrelle Revis upset? Darrelle Revis said, I don't talk to people I don't know. And I only said that we were the two best to be a gentleman. But everyone knows I'm the best. It's not even a discussion, which that's fine for Darrelle Revis to feel that way. I actually, I never watched Klecko play, but Darrelle Revis is by far and away the best Jet at any position I've seen in my lifetime. But it just seemed like a randomly antagonistic for no reason, going after another Jet legend, going after a guy twice his age. Just not really a good look from Darrelle Revis. I don't know. Maybe he was having a bad day. He was on social media, so you probably are having a bad day if you're doing a lot of time doing that. Just a bummer that that's a cloud that's going to be there when both of these guys are enshrined into the Hall of Fame, something Jet fans have been looking forward to for a few months now. So hopefully Darrelle Revis kind of readdresses that and squashes it, because just why? Why? Darrelle Revis kind of looks like an a-hole, to be honest, with that whole interaction. Now, I want to just go ahead and comment below if your all-time Jets defense, because obviously Revis and Klecko are on it. No Googling. And so this is going to be off the top of my head, and I already know of one position group that I'm really going to struggle with. But the rest of it, I think I can put together pretty easily. So starting with the defensive line, Joe Klecko is one of the defensive tackles. Mark Gastineau is one of the defensive ends. I would put, assuming it's a 4-3, I would put John Abraham at defensive end opposite Gastineau. And then I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to give myself just one backup, because I got to get both these guys in here. I'm going to give one rotational piece. So 12 guys. So Quinnen Williams I'm going to put next to Joe Klecko. And I know he's only had one dominant season, but that's the most dominant defensive interior season I've seen from a Jet in my lifetime. And he's still young, and I think it's going to be a no-brainer when Quinnen retires that he belongs on this list. Okay, so those are the four starters. But I want Sean Ellis there too. I want Sean Ellis perfect, because he can play defensive interior and defensive end. So he's the rotational backup piece I'm stealing in there as 5 defensive linemen. Now, 3 linebackers. I think Mo Lewis is the easiest choice, is the best linebacker in Jets history. I think he has the credentials to be a Hall of Famer. If you look at how he matches up with guys like Junior Seau in terms of tackles and all-pro appearances, all that stuff, Mo Lewis is that guy. I think it's ridiculous that some of us blame him for Tom Brady's ascension or whatever. Mo Lewis was that dude. Then I'd probably say Vilma. Jonathan Vilma. Maybe? No, I'll go David Harris. David Harris over Vilma. I think just the longevity of the Hitman, almost 10 years as a Jet, couple of Pro Bowlers, really solid pro. And then do I want to go Vilma or Demario Davis? I think Vilma. I think Vilma over Demario Davis. I think Demario Davis, man, that's tough. I'll go Vilma. In a tiebreaker over Demario Davis. So those are my 3 linebackers. And then at corner, obviously one of them is Darrelle Revis. Then the other corner, I'm going to put Sauce. Because, again, just like Quinnen, it's going to be a no-brainer pretty soon. Arguably the best rookie season by a corner ever. And the trajectory is only pointing up. Now, at safety, I'm going to sneak in another corner that maybe you, if you're a little bit older than me, you think should be on there instead of Sauce. I'm going to put Aaron Glenn as kind of my free safety nickel hybrid defensive back, because safety is a position group where I'm really struggling with. So that's going to be one safety. And the other safety spot, who's the best strong safety in Jets history? I have no idea. I'm trying to think of the guys I've watched. Like, okay, the Rex Ryan teams had the 2 white dudes, Jim Leonard and Eric Smith. They're not it. Jamal Adams. Oh my gosh. Okay, for a brief period, for 4 years, that peak of Jamal Adams as an all-pro, it's probably him, right? It's probably him. As much as that pains us to say, we don't like Jamal Adams. So that's probably what it would be. All right, so to recap, I got my defensive line as Klecko, Gastineau, Abraham, Quinnen Williams, and I snuck Sean Ellis in there as a rotational piece. My linebackers are David Harris, Mo Lewis, I guess Jonathan Vilma, or Demario Davis. Flip a coin. I went with Vilma. Then the defensive backfield of Sauce, Revis, Aaron Glenn, and Jamal Adams. There it is. Look forward to seeing your guys' 11 down below, and we'll talk all soon.